I'm so excited. We made another trip out to visit our friends at the Lake Wales Arts Council, which means I'm joined once again by Tommy Frank. And I gotta love coming out here because we talk about so many different elements and the ways that you give back to the community. But we're back in the sanctuary. We're talking music to kick things off, aren't we, Tommy?
Yes, we are. We've got a couple of concerts that are coming up, and they're bluegrass concerts. So we'll have the Steel Drivers in town at the end of April, near the end of April, and then the Traveling McCourys are going to be in town as well.
Well, let's dive in a little bit more talking about bluegrass overall. It just feels like that is just a way to kind of work in Lake Wales Art Council and bluegrass. There's a lot of similarities between the two, aren't there?
You know, it's interesting. I mean, the Arts Council has a history of doing classical and jazz music, and as we've kind of moved forward and listened to the community, there's a lot of them asking for really high quality folk, Americana. There's a couple of different concert series that happen outside of the Arts Council here in town. The Orange Blossom Review is one of those, but it gets huge attendance, and a lot of that music is focused on Americana and folk. That happens in December, and so in our partnership with Bach Tower Gardens, we're able to create that year-round. So we'll have those concerts in the fall and those concerts in the spring as well.
Before we dive even more to talk about Bach Tower and that relationship, just the overall mission that you have here at Lake Wales Arts Council, it's one of those things where bluegrass, you touched on it already, but how does this really show this music concert series for the community? How does it really just amplify the mission statement you have here?
It's really about quality. I mean, it's about having quality experiences from musicians. If you haven't really dived deep into bluegrass or the history of country music, there's an incredible amount of dedication and talent that these musicians have. They kind of hold within certain traditions. They'll break out of those traditions too. But in all of that, there's a sense of creativity, there's dedication. And in the arts, we are, if nothing else, dedicated and creative. And so we find that having bluegrass and Americana music helps to make that happen.
And can we go back to Bach Tower a little bit? You touched on the relationship, of course, but when it comes to the overall experience, I just feel like it's so special to be able to have concerts here in this fabulous location. And then also out there, any tips on people so that they can best enjoy these wonderful opportunities?
Well, one of the things that's really nice about being in a small city like Lake Wales is partnerships are really important. We're not all trying to do things on our own, and if we can gather together a few different relationships in town, that we can really amplify the experience for everybody. Not just for folks who are here in Lake Wales, but for visitors who would come from the different surrounding counties. So Bach Tower is this beautiful, beautiful natural gardens. It's been around since the 20s and 30s. The tower, the singing Bach Tower, as it's referred to as there, and they've got these great gardens. And we created this partnership that we call Concert Under the Stars that allows us to have these concerts outdoors where we invite these incredible musicians. We invite the public to come early for the concert so you can roam the gardens, or you can enjoy the concert, stay in town, come back to the gardens again the next day. But it's a way for like two great organizations within Lake Wales to help amplify each other, really increase that quality experience for people who are either in town or visiting.
You know, we were lucky to spend time together, you know, a few weeks ago, and I really got to know the Art Council here. And being able to talk to people who are maybe retirees to come in and perhaps take classes or enjoy the music series, but also inspiring the youth. I know both are equally as important. So I want to leave on talking about the youth. How does the April Music Festival, as far as the concerts go, how does that really benefit the youth? How does that something that you're like, yes, this is the check mark to make sure everybody is inspired and can take advantage of the wonderful programming here?
You know, not everybody has a story like I do. I got into bluegrass music when I was in my 20s. I'm a potter, and in our pottery studios and the different places that I would visit making pottery, people really loved bluegrass music. And so it became entrenched in the community that we would have all of those different types of sounds in the studio. Again, that's my personal story, but I feel like creating those opportunities for others, especially for younger people to be able to come in and enjoy it. Something that makes us special is Sandy's Music Girl, which is an organization that teaches girls from the age of about 6 to 17 to play stringed instruments and to have vocals, and a lot of it comes from that folk and Americana tradition. And so having these really high quality performers in the community connected to Sandy's Music Girl Camp and the programming that we have year round with that foundation, it's helping to just knit everything together a little bit more.
Okay, well, you know what? Now that you're becoming a pro at this, because we've been able to spend time together, you did a great tease. Can we talk more about that program that you just mentioned in an upcoming time? But I want to end one more time about the April concert series, because I know that's something that people are asking a lot of questions. Where's the best place to go for more information so we can learn about all the bands that are coming and make sure and find out how you can enjoy the performances?
So there's two places to go. You can actually go to our website, which is lw-arts.org. That's the Lake Wales Arts Council's website. But you can purchase tickets at the Bach Tower Gardens website, which is bachtowergardens.org. That's a great place to get resources on that.
Good stuff. Thanks again for having us back out here.